Hey everybody, this is Eric from the future. I was doing something earlier and forgot to switch back my settings when I was recording. So I'm going to be post-commentating for today's episode. I'm very sorry about all this confusion. I don't know why the fuck I'm walking around like a dumbass. Oh, yeah, I was explaining here. I didn't actually heal up any of my mons because I am real as fuck. And because I thought that after talking to this person up here who I thought was Professor Jasmine, that I would just end up in the next city. Things actually are not that simple as it would turn out. But go ahead and talk to this person.
Hey, have you seen any combi on this route?
Come on. Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Jessica, the leader.
Come on. Yo, what the hell?
The leader of the In-Hor City Gym, the first gym in the Ziri League.
I'm Eric. I was just on my way to challenge you.
Well, the gym is closed right now due to a very serious crisis. The combi that naturally inhabit this route and In-Hor Woods are acting strangely and attacking people for no reason. They've always been gentle and well-behaved Pokemon, but something's happened to them. If you spot any combi, let me know in In-Hor. Thanks, Eric. Go! Vespiquen! Vespiquen, use cut!
The jump's still in the cut!
Return, Vespiquen!
So fun fact, I used to think that it was Vespiquen, and I distinctly remember it being spelled that way. I believe maybe I nicknamed it Vespiquen. But yeah, at this point I'm like, shit, there's an entire forest left. So I am going to go ahead and go heal up, and I will see you guys in a bit. Alright, there we go. Back in In-Hor Woods. Hit an item? No. Hit an item? Nope. Nice! A super potion. Alright, so we got Combi of Venipede. Shit, yeah, and actually, throughout this entire thing, I never ran into another Venipede, so that is, in fact, a rare encounter. Unfortunately, I realized, I'm trying to grind Cyndaquil, because I picked it up in place of Toxinia, since Toxinia really can't do much in a forest full of bug types. And so I'm gonna be switch training with Cyndaquil to level her up, or him up. I don't know why I called it her. Yeah, I mean that's basically the only reason it's here. And then I realized right here, I don't have Pokeballs because the only city we've been to still doesn't sell any Pokeballs at all. And it's like I didn't want to go ahead and spend my Ultra Ball, especially because like. The only thing I really know about this game, aside from the obvious difficulty that you guys can see, is that it's really hard to come by Pokeballs of any kind, really. I know that you can pick up Ultra Balls here and there, but I don't know how often that happens. So yeah, no hidden item. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do there. And little did I know that freaking Venipede wasn't as common as I was hoping it was going to be, so right then and there I would have really loved to use my Ultra Ball, but unfortunately not. Oh, and then you have that honey tree over there, which is really nice. It's awesome that they added that mechanic from Diamond and Pearl and Platinum and whatnot, the Sinnoh region. That was a mechanic that like I kind of liked but never really used, just because that was me. A Metapod, so I actually decided to stay in here. My dumbass leers against the Metapod knowing it's going to only harden, so just gonna sit here and kind of talk to you guys for a bit while I'm grinding away at this freaking Metapod and whatnot. So I got I think I apologize for not uploading a video yesterday. The reason for that being is so I do a fair amount of work on my tablet, right? And so like basically I explained to you guys I'm staying on campus for the spring break. And I have like all this food that I had to purchase because it's like, you know, that I'm gonna starve to death if I don't. And I got so much that I had to remove the racks inside of my refrigerator, and so they're sitting like on the floor next to my desk and whatnot, right? And so I have my tablet. I picked it up. I was going somewhere. I was trying to go somewhere, and the thing about the tablet that I use now is it's a little bit slippery, you know, and so it slipped right on my hand. And it hit the edge of the desk, which is fine because I was only like a 2-inch drop. It was like whatever. And it was already kind of cracked. like just a little bit, totally doable and or feasible, whatever the word it would be. But then the thing is, it hit the floor, and I'm like, oh, that should be fine. It hit the floor before, except it hit the little the grates that I have here, the racks from inside of my fridge, and holy shit, I'm poisoned. And so because of that, like part of them, like it has this one like thing with these rods kind of sticking out of it, so that scratched up the back of my tablet. But then also World key, holy shit, and that thing's bulky too. Damn it, now I'm poisoned. Yeah, and so also like those same rods ended up like so my screen isn't any more cracked, but it does the thing where it's like I want to say it's a visual card. I'm not sure what the exact part would be called, but basically most of my screen is like all black, and I can't use anything. Like the touchscreen works perfectly fine, which is good, because if it was the touchscreen that was messed up, I think at that point I would need to get an entirely new tablet, which isn't the case. I'm actually going to cut here really quick because I'm going to go heal up. Okay, I'm back. Before I go back into the forest, I'm actually here in Central City so I can go check out the Safari Zone again, because I realized that I have $4 grand to spend. And so the first place I'm going to go is the field, since we went to the Marsh Zone last time. But yeah. And so as I was saying, it's not more cracked, but it's unusable, which is very unfortunate because I do some photo editing on that tablet. The other tablet that I had, like, a very similar issue, as like the screen is just so jacked up that I can't really use it anymore. And which is unfortunate because on that tablet I actually had 100 beats downloaded that I was gonna be using. Like I hadn't used all of them yet. So I have to try and find a way to get all of those off there. So there's that. Yeah, but so I was lagging because I had to like just stop my whole recording and editing session all of yesterday and find a place downtown to fix it. And like I found a place, but it's pretty damn pricey. But it's like I need it, so I can't complain. So I'm spending almost $200. Because I'm paying labor cost and paying the cost of the part. But it's okay, I guess. So unfortunately there's not going to be any Duel Links video because of that, which really sucks. Because I really wanted to get Bakura, but they haven't contacted me yet to tell me that it's finished, so I just have to assume that I'm not going to be able to get it. I mean, like, I believe I still have until 11 p.m. tomorrow from when I'm recording this. Excuse me. And so hopefully they get to me tomorrow, and then I can just go ahead and not only record, but like more importantly get Bakura in the sleeves. Because with these type of things, like, you have no idea if they're ever going to come back, you know? So that really sucks. I think at this point I'm just going to go ahead and cut to when I find new mons. Oh shit, the Pikachu, that's right. Oh man, I was so happy when I caught the Pikachu. I was hyped as hell. I don't nickname it because it's really hard for me to catch, or to nickname Pikachu. Back when I would play Fire Red and Leaf Green, I think I started playing Leaf Green first. That's an Electric. I've never used an Electric, so that's really nice to catch. But yeah. I remember playing through it, and I'm just walking around. That's the second Vullaby I find, actually. The first one I wasn't able to catch. And so I'm wandering through the Viridian Forest, and I run into a Pikachu, and I was like so crazy excited. And that's when I learned about rare encounters being a thing. And so I caught it because, like, what child doesn't want to catch the wild Pikachu, you know? It's just a thing that I feel most children who are into Pokemon want to do. A Rufflet is a nice find. I actually never found another Rufflet after this, which is kind of unfortunate, I guess. But thankfully, I caught it. And so here, I have like a very particular name for Rufflet that I thought of here. I'm gonna actually name the Rufflet Firewater, and the reason for that being, for those of you who don't understand, it's in the movie Sausage Party, there is a bottle of whiskey. There you go. I was trying to remember what type of liquor it was. I believe it's a bottle of whiskey, and who is a Native American in the film, and so his name was Firewater, because drink a lot of whiskey and it burns your throat or something like that. I wouldn't know. I'm under 21, but yes, the reasoning for. Am I gonna find anything interesting? Shit, I'll be back. Round 3, people. The third Volleybee I find after like 20 minutes or so of playing, and I caught it, thankfully. I actually, when I played Black and White, I never gave a damn at all about Volleybee. Without ever battling it, or like I probably only battled one, and without ever owning one, I just automatically thought that Volleybee was garbage. And since the only Mandibuzz that I had ever battled, I blew through immediately with like my Pikachu. I just assumed like Mandibuzz is bullshit too. But yeah, little fun facts about my Pokemon career. And with that, I am perfectly satisfied here. Next up, we got the Ice and Desert Zone, and I'm actually gonna go and opt for the Ice Zone first, because gut feeling told me that the Desert Zone is going to be way more interesting, and I didn't notice that his entire body is buried in the snow. I blame lazy programming, not to sound like the heated Mo, but yeah. Snow I'm pretty excited to see that, because for whatever reason I didn't even think that Snow could be a thing. I think I only really expected Jinx as like a rare encounter, and Smoochum and Swinub. Those are the only 3 things I expected, so I totally blanked on the Snow Run. Thankfully I catch one of those. I'm gonna go ahead and name it Mr. Shivers, because I wanted to give it like a really stupid nickname, or not a stupid nickname actually, like a silly, cute, childish nickname, and then right here we got the female one, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and catch this, because as far as I know, Frostlass is a potential mon in this game. So that would be nice to have, because Frostlass is another Pokemon that I have never used before. Shit, I guess this is the part of the video where I just start cutting to the new stuff. Now I want to tell you guys something. If I've ever told a lie in this video, let me know. So I actually had to take a quick break in this part of the recording, but I got the Snowbird to appear, because when I say quick break, what I mean is I was trying to save myself some storage space and some editing time by shutting off my recorder until I found something worth actually shooting. And it took me a few tries, but I got the Snover. Really excited about that, and I really wanted the Snover because in Gaia we never got the chance to go ahead and really use or try out the Abomasnow. So here is Abomasnow back from the whatever league, from whatever region that was way back then. So at this point in the video, you saw I'm down to 2 balls and Spheal appears, and I'm like, okay, I fail, but I take the chance and I get it. I fucking caught it with my last Safari Ball. What a way to end the hunt. That's one dramatic ending here in our Ice Zone adventure. And so with that, what the hell do I name this thing? Clapton? I kind of want to smack myself for naming it that. It's such a stupid name. Doesn't make sense, doesn't fit it. But yeah, now we got the Desert Zone. And there goes. We spent a total of 1,500 in this episode. Still haven't got a single Pokeball. But I think that's why they put the Safari Zone so early. Because they knew that they realized, like, whoa, we're not giving them any Pokeballs. It's going to be really hard to catch some new Mons. Let's go ahead and give them 4 different areas that they can go to, and a Sandile appears for the first Mon. So really love that shit. What was it? The middle evolution is a Krookodile, right? And so I was rocking with that when I was first playing through. I believe I played through Pokemon Black first, before I played White. And Krookodile was like an okay mon to me. But when it evolved into that Crocorock, dear lord was I in love with it. And then the Moxie, I had never used that ability so often before. Like, Crocorock is, next to my Samurott, the reason why I beat the Elite Four, because I was pretty underleveled when I first battled them way long ago. And even with like all the heal items and whatnot, I was kind of getting my shit wrecked. There's Trapinch, which is always a nice find in the desert. That was the main Pokemon I was looking for, because I totally forgot about Sandiles. But yeah, I got the 2 powerful ass Pokemon. Drillbur is okay. I go ahead and catch it, but this time around I'm not gonna go ahead and use it. So, because in these LPs, or even when I'm playing like ROM hacks, or when I was playing, excuse me, before this channel began, I was using Drillbur as often as I could because I had never got the chance to use an Excadrill. And the times that I have picked up an Excadrill, I still haven't got to see like its potential and whatnot. I've always had to box it, and then I just never went back for it afterwards. But this time around, I'm not going to go ahead and try that. I'm just going to actually stick with the Trapinch, because the last time that I've had a Flygon was back when I played Pokemon Leaf Cream. So it's like, God, that was a long time ago. I don't think there's anything interesting past this, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. JK, rare encounter is Sandshrew. It's a lame rare encounter, but I got it, so it's whatever. Yeah, with that Sandshrew, that was the last Mon in the desert area. So I'm actually not going to go ahead and look through it yet. I'm going to look through it later on. Probably after I finish this, and then see what I'm going to end up using, if anything. Or like what I'm going to end up keeping, I should say. Because some of those I caught strictly for the nature. But now we're on our way back to the forest to take care of. And yeah, I didn't know there was a Psyduck here, and I was debating using my Ultra Ball, but I decided not to because I'm like, damn, I only have one. And it's so crazy that they do that to you, you know? But we're gonna go ahead and take on Kenta. Hello, Eric. Finally, our second meeting. Oh, why am I lagging? As promised, let's have a quick battle. I'm stronger than you might think. I'm totally blanking on Kenta's voice. And I'm probably gonna... Yeah, I'll apologize to you guys in advance. I'm probably gonna do that a lot in this playthrough specifically, because we have so many protagonists going on, and so like, or just, yeah, there's so many characters because all the protagonists are our rivals. We have Diamond, we have, I was gonna call him Gold, we have Kenta, we have Red, we have Ash. The only thing, oh, and then No, we haven't actually. The only thing we're missing is the dude from Generation 3 from the Hoenn region. Like, damn, you know? But Cyndaquil, I was trying to get as many levels as I could. I had it staying in because I was like, Badoo is not going to have a special attacking move yet, but I was wrong. It had Mega Drain, and it's just stun scoring everything, and look at that. Hodorat resists the Mega Drain, and it still did over half. That's way too strong. Oh, and then here I have Toxinia, even though I was supposed to have the Growlithe, because I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like, yo, let me take Toxinia so I can battle Pokemon in the Safari Zone. I don't know. My head was still probably stuck in like the Gaia Safari Zone where you actually do battle mons, but it's whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and send Rogan, and it's disappointing that he got poisoned, but he got through that fight just fine. That could have gone way worse, and then Totodile is coming out. So here is the Cyndaquil just for the XP, and I didn't go right into Elekid right away, because I wanted Elekid to have a safe switch in. So I go into the Toxinia, who unfortunately can't get off a single attack. Totodile is too strong, please miss. And now here comes the Elekid, Thunder Punch. No? Oh, that's right, I wanted to be that guy in Leer first, and then Thunder Punch. And I was regretting it because he fucking lived. But then I lived, so I stopped regretting it because I had Quick Attack. So I am glad that this time around, I was that guy. Very good battle. You really have some talented and well-trained Pokemon. Well, I'll be training more so that I can beat you. Wait and see. Okay, come on. I'll be stronger next time. The issue with post-commentating, when you forget why you did certain things. Yeah, and I was like, damn, I got a poison mon. Half my team is basically dead, or like 4/6 of my team is dead, but I went ahead and like tried to be ballsy here and just went ahead and fought the kid anyways. Thankfully he howls, but I got the freaking Parahax, and so I was like, you know what, screw this. I'm gonna go ahead and go into the Elekid. He's gonna do fine, Thunder Punch, and he does freaking amazing. Blitzel is here, so Elekid can't do anything, and I realized Blitzel screws up my whole team. Because I can't send in Squirtle, especially not a poison weakened Squirtle. Elekid can resist, sure, but his life is so low. I forgot that Blitzel's got Quick Attack, and he screws up Starscream, but I kind of had to go into Starscream because he was like my quote-unquote best option. And he freaking got the job done, which was amazing. Blitzel did not have an electric move to use on me, and if it did, oh my god, horrible AI. Which I don't think is the case, because the AI, even with just these normal trainers, has been really, really good. Impressively so. They've actually been making, like, these normal trainers have been making proper switches and stuff, here and there. And so Rogue gets some 60 XP or whatever the hell, because way more than that. And Starscream is evolving, which I forgot again. I didn't realize it was gonna happen. Welcome to Nat Geo Wild. So now we have one of my favorite bird Pokemon, Staravia, on our squad. Moving on, I gotta deal with the paralysis, and I'm gonna check the berries. We nabbed ourselves a Nanab berry, and everything else is empty. Yeah, unfortunately, everything else is empty. And I see the Combi there. I'm avoiding it because my team is in shambles and kind of can't deal with that, and it looks very plot-like. It's just rest in peace, Squirtle. And then I realized trainer here, but I'm like, nah, Starscream can take care of it by himself. I had such faith in Starscream until I saw the level of that Glameow, and until I saw the damage that Fake Out did, and that's when I lost all hope. And look, it made a proper switch right there. Cut my attack, switched into a super effective Mon. There's nothing I can do there. My dumbass thought that I could go back and heal. And game developers, please do not do that. Please, 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 please make sure that all your doors work properly, because it's kind of important. don't know what the hell I'm doing. Oh, Growlithe. That's right. Dropping off Toxinia. Because as I said before, Toxinia, a poison bug, won't do much in a forest full of bugs. Now, if it was a forest full of grass types, completely opposite story. She would be the star of the show. But that's not the case. Jeff, deal with you. Going back up into the Inhor Woods. Can I walk upstairs? And time for my rematch. So who's leading? Cyndaquil's leading with the Amulet Coin. Go ahead and... I don't know what the point of switching Hoodrat up there was. But Ember away because it does have that Growl set up. And Shinx is coming in. But Intimidate doesn't matter now that I have Ember. Thankfully I lived that. And I don't know why. I panicked and went for a smoke screen. And I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and invest. Not worth the investment. Not at all. Even if I had Embered again, though, I would have still been in a jam. And look, another pro-ass switch. It predicted I was going to go for the Mud Slap again. And hit me with that switch into a P-Dove. So freaking beautiful. You're going to have to forgive this part here. This is me dealing with my wannabe OCD. I can't call it my actual OCD because I don't actually have OCD. And, I don't know, man. I'm not into the whole, oh, I have this mental condition that's really serious and really hard to live with. Yeah, it's just disrespectful. It's kind of messed up. I'm just not into that. So Growlithe needs to get some levels in here. And, yeah, it's gonna... I believe I used them to run through both of the Shinx, but Cyndaquil needs some more EXP first. So that's a fun time. Got that flinch off, which is really nice. And there we go. I got my revenge, and... What? What's this? You're telling me that Cyndaquil evolves at level 14? That's insane. Hey, doesn't... now that I'm thinking about it, doesn't Chimchar evolve at level 14 or something like that? Evolves really fucking early. But yeah, there's that. We have a nice, powerful Quilava in my squad. And another little fun fact about my Pokemon career. Quilava I have a very special bond with because Quilava and Cyndaquil I used a lot when I first played through Pokemon Heart Gold to do the Decathlon, I think. Decathlon? I don't know. But apparently, like, I tried it again, and yeah, we can't do this until we've, that is not a term that people would understand, damn. And we can't do that until we've accomplished a certain task, essentially. I was about to go into my freaking coding term accidentally there. I don't think there's anything left in these freaking woods that is of interest anyways. There is, yeah, this last trainer, so I go ahead and fight him because initially what I was trying to do was I was trying to save all the trainers to fight for later, for when I had to grind and whatnot. And as you can see, that just wasn't the case because all the trainers so far have been mandatory battles. So I was just like, you know what, screw it. What's the point anymore? Let me just use her now to get my experience. Which is fine, you know. I mean, like, Pokemon in these wild grasses, like, in this wild grass. I can't grammar. The Pokemon who live in this forest shouldn't be so weak that it takes forever to grind. It should be okay. So there's gonna be that. That'll make my job easier. And look, another evolution. 3 evolutions, all in one single episode. Such good stuff going on. And 2 of them are starter Pokemon. So there we have it. Rogue the War Turtle. Man, it'd be so dope if he had a scar over his left eye, like Kakashi Hatake style. And his nickname would really fit. So rocking a team of 14s and Hoodrat. Who at this point I might switch out for a different mod. Pardon me. I don't know why I'm getting so tired. Look, another freaking Ultra Ball. Found 2 Ultra Balls. Could have got the Venipede, could have got the Psyduck. But no. So, into the city now. This person has nothing of interest to say. Where do I get the honey now that I'm thinking about it? For that honey tree that we saw in the beginning.
Eric, look. The Combi have invaded Inhor City and practically shut it down. See for yourself.
And this camera panning is super slow, so I gotta speed up.
Look, they're being vicious and attacking people for no reason. The villagers are hiding in their houses.
I keep blending her voice with Jasmine's too much.
I think that the hive these Combi are from is in Inhor Woods. I'll go there now, then reopen the gym when this matter is resolved.
Yeah, I was tripping out for a second here because, like, I was speaking in Jasmine's voice the whole time I was recording this episode. And I was like, oh, wait, the gym? How can Jasmine open the gym? I'm confused. And, but look at the box, guys. Full of mons. Full of multiple copies of stuff like, copies, well, that's some weird way to say it in Pokemon, but whatever. Yeah, just multiples of species that I caught. So I'm gonna go through these, off screen, go through their natures and whatnot to see which one's better, and then grind up the ones that I keep, probably release the rest of them, and then off into Inhor Woods to deal with the Combi situation, but I decided not to do that here. So that's going to be it for today's episode, and tomorrow we'll do the Inhor City stuff and the gym. Thank you for watching today's episode. Be sure to check out the rest of the content on the HomeBoiz channel as well as the individual channels, and I wish you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Later.
Turn your appearance to a disappearance. I fuck with nothing but gangsters, nothing but hustler niggas. Sound off, sound off.